Chief Michael Laux, L-O-U-X, with the Largo Police Department. This briefing is intended to be a general outline of the events that occurred on this date. It's not going to be specifics because it's still very much ongoing and active investigation. The Largo Police Department's involvement became about 3 o'clock this morning. We were contacted from the Clearwater Police Department, who had responded and investigated a felony domestic battery case in their city. They asked us to go by 1760 Clearwater Largo Road, which is Bayside Court Apartments, in an attempt to locate a subject by the name of Renato Muhaj. He's a male born 4/18 of 89, and he was the subject of their investigation, felony domestic battery. Our officers went to the location, 1760 Clearwater Largo Road, to an attempt and make contact with Mr. Muhaj. Upon arrival at the apartment complex and getting closer to the apartment, they located signs that a crime had occurred. It gave them concern for the occupants within the apartment and gave them exigency to enter the apartment. Once the officers entered the apartment, they located Muhaj's ex. Her name is Suala Saliaj, and I can spell that for you, S-U-E-L-A. Her last name, S-A-L-I-A-J. She's a female, 12/13 of 91. That's where she resided with a common child between Renato and her, and that common child was Alessia. When the officers entered the apartment, they located Suela, deceased within the apartment, and they could not find Alessia. That caused a concern, and that's prompted the Amber Alert that was set off earlier this morning. So with the Amber Alert, they were looking for Alessia, they were looking for Renato Muhaj, and they were looking for the 2017 Golf Kia Sportage. So with the Amber Alert came the assistance and partners with the FDLE and partners with FBI. As the Amber Alert was out, we were also actively investigating, our detectives were actively investigating the case, trying to locate Renato, and they had cell phone coverage. They were pinging cell phones that were related to the call in an attempt to try to locate him. At a point about 8:30 this morning, we received a ping in the area of Bel Air Road and St. Paul's Drive. So the ping is a large radius. It doesn't pinpoint it down to this room. It could be, a mile long or a mile wide in circumference. But as that information was given out over the radio, a Clearwater sergeant took it upon themselves, as other officers were also, but he was looking for that vehicle, spotted the vehicle in the area of the 1600 block of St. Paul's Drive. One of our detectives drove by the vehicle to see if it was occupied. It appeared that it was occupied. As this was all going on, that information was being relayed over the radio, and other officers responded to the area. They closed in on the vehicle, and they located Renato Muhaj and Alessia in the vehicle. They were both placed into custody. Alessia was unharmed. Renato was also unharmed, but she's been recovered successfully. And Mr. Muhaj has been charged with murder in the first degree, kidnapping, and child abuse. I believe Clearwater Police Department also has additional charges for the case that actually stemmed from us getting involved in the felony domestic battery. But you would have to look at their affidavits to find out what charges they had. So all in all, for this investigation, we had the Clearwater Police Department, Largo Police Department, obviously we're involved, the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, FBI, Pinellas County Sheriff's Office, and Pinellas Pasco State Attorney's Office. It was a great outcome, and that's it. There's not many more questions or much more information I could provide, but if you guys have any questions, I'm willing to answer.
How was Suella killed?
You can read the affidavit. I'm really not going to go into that. There's still part of the investigation is going on. They have to see with the medical examiner's office. So when they get to the cause and manner of death, it was clearly a homicide, but the medical examiner's office will give us the specifics on that.
Why was he in the area of Bel Air Road and St. Paul's Drive? What's on there?
We don't know that yet.
Was there a history of any type of domestic? It seems that he was looking to Pinellas records. He had clean record evidence of driving issues.
Yeah, I don't know his background as far as any kind of interactions or domestic battery charges with either the deceased or any of his other family members.
Chief, when we talk about the case that's out in Clearwater, did that involve Suella at all?
It did not. It was felony domestic battery charges on other family members.
Chief, to your knowledge, was there a restraining order in place?
To my knowledge, I don't know, but I have not heard that there was.
Had the police department ever responded to their apartment complex before? Was there any issues mentioned in at that time?
I don't have that information, so I'd be speculating, and I don't know.
What is Alessia's status right now? Is she with other family members or what?
She is with family members at this time, yes. She is unharmed and with family members.
And was the couple married, or?
They were not. They were just, they had a child in common.
Can you talk about just her condition when she was found, and just was there any signs that she might have been possibly a future victim?
I don't have any indication of that. She was fine, unharmed. That's all I can say really about her.
And Chief, we're talking about a successful recovery. Both people taken into custody at this point. Was the suspect, did he have a weapon at the time when your officers brought him in?
So, I don't have that information right now, and that would still be something that they're part of the investigation that's ongoing. I mean, at this point, really, the information I'm trying to put out is that because we had a successful Amber Alert in the location of the child, and we wanted to let the general public know that the subject has been arrested, he's placed in custody. There's no harm to the, or concern for the general public. But a lot of the small details some of the questions that you guys are asking is going to be something that, like I said, it's a fresh investigation ongoing, so.